Am I the jerk for refusing to babysit my brother's kids for free after he called me selfish? So, I'm a 26-year-old girl. I work a full-time as a teacher. I love my job, but anyone who knows teachers knows it doesn't exactly pay big bucks. Between rent, car payments, groceries, and just the cost of living, I don't have a ton of extra money lying around. That being said, I manage to keep myself comfortable and I budget carefully. Now, my brother, who's 30, is married and has 3 kids, ages 2, 5, and 8. I love my nieces and nephew, and I genuinely enjoy spending time with them. I've babysat plenty of times in the past, especially when my brother and his wife needed a date night. At first, I never charged them. I figured, hey, I'm the aunt, I want to help out and it's family. But over time, it started to become, well, a lot. Instead of once in a while, it turned into every weekend, then sometimes during the week too. Sometimes they'd ask last minute, like an hour before, and just drop the kids off. I realized I was spending whole evenings babysitting, sometimes 15 to 20 hours a week. And it wasn't like I was just hanging out watching TV. With 3 kids under 10, it was constant. Snacks, spills, bedtime routines, breaking up arguments, entertaining them, and cleaning up toys. It was exhausting. On top of that, I was starting to miss out on my own plans. Friends would invite me out, and I'd have to decline because I'd already promised to watch the kids. It was draining, and I started to feel like they were taking advantage of me. So, about 2 months ago, I decided to set a boundary. I told my brother, I love your kids, but I can't keep babysitting this often for free. If you need regular childcare, I'll need to be compensated. I'm happy to do occasional favors, but I can't be your unpaid babysitter anymore. I thought I was being fair. I even gave him a discounted rate way lower than a professional babysitter would charge. I wasn't trying to profit, just make sure my time was respected. Well, he did not take it well. He got really upset and said, "You're family. Family helps family. You're not supposed to charge us." He accused me of being selfish and said that I don't understand how hard it is to raise kids. His wife chimed in too, saying I should want to spend my time with my nieces and nephew, and that if I really love them, money shouldn't be an issue. I told them, it's not about the money. It's about the time. Babysitting multiple kids 4 hours at a time every week is a job. I don't mind helping occasionally, but I can't be expected to do it constantly for free. Since then, things have been tense. They've stopped asking me to babysit, which is fine, but they've also stopped inviting me to family events. At a recent birthday party for one of the kids, my brother barely spoke to me. Later, my dad pulled me aside and said, "You could have handled this better. They're struggling parents, and you have free time. Why not just help out? That's what family does." But my mom thinks I did the right thing. She said I was being taken advantage of, and it's not wrong to set boundaries. Now I feel stuck. On one hand, I love my nieces and nephew and want to be part of their lives. On the other hand, I don't think it's fair for me to be treated like free childcare just because I don't have kids of my own yet. I've been wrestling with this. Was I too blunt? Should I have slowly reduced my availability instead of putting a price tag on it? Maybe that would have softened the blow. I've noticed this pattern before with my brother. He tends to assume that because I'm younger and single, my time isn't valuable. He said things like, "Well, you don't have kids, so you don't understand what busy really is." That always rubs me the wrong way. And again, I wasn't asking for full babysitting rates. Around here, a babysitter for 3 kids could easily charge $15 to $20 an hour. I offered way less than that. It wasn't about cashing in. It was about making sure I wasn't treated like free labor. It also bothers me that they tried to guilt-trip me by saying, if you really love the kids, you do it for free. I do love the kids. That's why I watch them so often in the first place. But love doesn't mean letting myself get burned out or cancel my own life. What also stings is my dad's reaction. He's always been very family first in a traditional sense, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. But hurts to hear him basically say my time doesn't matter. I've even asked myself, if the roles were reversed, would they babysit for me? And honestly, no. I don't think they would. My brother is the type who sets strict boundaries around his time. If I asked him for a favor as often as he's asked me, I know he'd push back.